Thank you so much. Another round of applause for this lady. What a powerhouse. Thank you so much, Joanne, for sharing with us the importance of raising our personal awareness of our relationship with money. And I just love what you said about manifesting the abundance, and it's just so possible. I mean, I write out, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a coach, and I really recommend writing affirmations and gratitude every morning. You know, when you state in the you know, you already have it, I am a wealthy goddess. That's something I say every morning. I went to this wealthy goddess mastermind retreat in Sedona, Arizona a few years ago. And every morning I write that. So even if the money's not there yet, I already feel wealthy, but just, you know, I am, you know, an author, and I become an author. I am, so in other words, you state what you want in the I am presence as though you already have it, and then you also write gratitude, which is, you know, I am grateful for. So when you're grateful, very high vibration, the universe brings you more. And so it's so important. And Joanne, thank you so much for sharing that with us and driving that point home. Okay, so next up we have a lady by the name of Gail Haynes. Gail is the author of Lemonade Stand Millionaire. It's a parent's guide to encouraging the entrepreneurial spirit in your kids. Her writing teaches parents to raise kids to be prepared for today's world on many levels. Her book gives people tools that she has learned as a single mom who raised two incredibly smart business ladies who have the world at their fingertips. So, Gail?
My name is Gail Haynes, and as you're saying, I'm the author of The Lemonade Stand Millionaire, a book inspired by my children. And the reason I asked you those questions this morning is because I said yes to both of them at various stages of my life. When my kids were 2 and 4, became a single mom, and though I've had my own business since I was 16, I've struggled financially. I've worked hard my whole life. We were struggling financially together, and on my own it was just impossible. So at that stage, when I was in February not able to heat my home or have electricity in my home with children that were 2 and 4, I vowed I would never let my children go through that struggle and never experience that. So I started teaching them about money. And it's so important, though money doesn't buy us happiness, I'm completely with you all on that. But what it does do is give our kids and gives us opportunities to be able to do what we need to do, to be able to help those in need if we choose to be able to get the things that make us happy, to be able to take the time to spend with our family if we don't have to worry about the financial end of things. So what can we do for our kids? First of all, we need to start speaking to our kids about money. I know for years and years it's been taboo, and in many families it's still taboo to talk to your kids about money. When you go to the grocery store, talk about why am I buying the juice that's on sale compared to their favorite brand. When you go to the bank machine, explaining to them that it's not an endless flow of money that just comes out of there, that there is a bank account that has a set amount in it. When they see you using a credit card, helping them to understand, again, that that credit card is not free money, that they can just rack up and use. All of those different things are so important to have conversations with our kids. The conversation we have will very much depend on the age of our children, absolutely. The second thing that we need to start doing is start showing our kids how to earn money for themselves. Now that doesn't mean that I'm going to have my 4-year-old working on an assembly line somewhere, but it does mean that when your child is 4 years old, that I can have them helping around the home. For me, we sat down and with myself and my 2 girls, and I said, look, Mom's got a lot of things that have to happen around the house, and I really could use your help. What are some things that you can do to help around the house? And we talked together about their input. I didn't give them a list and say, this is what you have to do. We sat down, what do they love to do? What do they not like to do? And could we balance it out? And we would put the music on, and we would have fun doing whatever our chores were. We also discussed together what was going to happen at the end of the week with their paycheck. And I called it a paycheck, not an allowance, because it was not something, it wasn't free money that they were given. And lots of people have different views on allowance. Some think that kids need to do things around the house just because they're part of the family, and I agree. You can incorporate that into whatever system you decide to use with your kids. I don't have to stay doing this forever. This is not what I want to do anymore. I want to go on a different path. and to be able to make that decision from a place of strength and not from a place of desperation or necessity. So it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey for them. Now the third thing is we have to teach our kids what to do with that money once they have it. And how many kids, get 20 bucks, then it's gone. They get a birthday present and you ask them next week, what'd you do with your birthday money? Oh, I don't know. Well, I went to the movies and candy store and it's gone. That is a habit that will continue, because that's what my dad used to do when I was a little girl. I would get, my $5 or my $10 and I'd hike all down to the variety store and I'd fill up with all sorts of junk food and maybe a game or a toy or something like that. Those habits don't change. Our toys just get more expensive. And those things that we develop with our children, if we can set them up with how do we spend it, how do we save it, and how do we give it. The speaker before me was talking about what are you going to do for this world. My kids had between 5 and 10% of their money goes towards charity. It's called their angel jar. Now that angel jar, they get to pick what's important to them. They get to pick, do I want to give my money to animals? Do I want to give my money to help feed people? What do I want to do? So that they can learn at a young age that they have an impact in this world and they can make a difference. And it's such an important thing for our children to know. And this is the book that I published based on my beautiful children and being able to teach your kids as well these wonderful skills. So thanks again very much for having the opportunity.